Hey guys, back with another video today. Working on the Subaru again, surprise. So yesterday I forgot to film, but I was planning on giving a little update video. I just got a roof rack for Christmas, kind of like how it looks on here. I also bought myself some rock lights, and I installed the front ones yesterday. I'll show you guys real quick if you can see them in there. Got one and two. Got them on the top here too. I installed that and routed it throughout the engine bay, which I can show you guys real quick. I did that yesterday night, kind of after I did detail in the morning, but I installed that after my detail. But I didn't install the rear ones. And I also didn't, I have 4 extra lights. So I'm doing 2 lights per wheel well, and they'll give me 4 extra. So I can either do 2 on each side, like in the middle of the car, or I can do 1 in the front, 1 in the rear, and 1 on each side. There's my wiring. So this is for all my accessories. I kind of try to make it neat, and all the wires come down in there in that corner, which I'll tidy up once I'm done. But I just wanted to route everything first and then make it all nice. But anyways, so today we're gonna be working on the rear. Once I jack the car up and look at where to route the wires along underneath the car so it doesn't hit the drive shaft or the exhaust or dangle down, I'll get back with you guys. All right, so a little update, guys. I kind of jumped ahead and did some things without recording, but I basically had to splice the wire. So from that red one to this red one is new wire that I cut from a shorter one. So essentially I'll have lights going from which is right here, which is where the controller is, right? Where you plug into everything. And it basically goes to about right in the middle of the car. So it's only I don't know, 4 feet of wire that I need, but it has 8 feet on it. So I just cut a foot off, splice it into another wire, because on the driver's side of the car, it's not, once it gets to this fender right here, I only have about 4 inches of wire. So I can't get the wires high enough up here. They sit right here. So I had to extend them so that they would reach up top, and they do work. And I did heat shrink them, and I'm gonna wrap them just to make sure that they don't come undone. But essentially I'm splicing them, I'm gonna route them all, make sure they all work, and then I'm gonna start disassembling the fender liner, put the pilot holes, put the bolts in, hold them up essentially, and then I'm gonna wire everything. So, all right, so we just finished splicing the wires. Now they all reach, all 4 corners have enough wire to put them where I want them to. I'm gonna do 1 up top, essentially straight on the top of the fender liner, and then 1 angled. So 1 light will kind of shine towards the back of the car, and then 1 will go down. So I don't want too much kind of going, I don't know, because I'm gonna put 2 on each side in the middle. That's gonna be bright underneath the car. So I don't want to put too much in the back to kind of make it go out, if that makes sense, or to come back towards the middle. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start pre-drilling the holes, mount them, do all the wiring, and then I'm gonna run the wiring along the frame and see how that goes. All right, so I just finished up this side. Kind of see where the LED placement is. They're right next to each other, but 1 is angled shooting towards the back and 1 is angled down. So it should be fine. That was a pain. I don't recommend trying to keep the fender liner up there and then do it like how I did in the front. The front you can just bend down and screw it in and you're good. But this one, just take the whole fender lining out. Just take it all out and then just put them in and then put the fender lining back up. So I gotta start on this side now. I'm gonna do that real quick and get back to you guys. All right, guys, so I just finished doing both sides. The other side was actually a different piece of plastic. It was actually more of one big piece, and it was a lot simpler. So I was able to mount the lights in a better position than the other side. I don't know why the other side is different, but oh well. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna route the wires along the frame, along the inside, and then I believe there's holes. I'm gonna find a way to mount the wires. I want to zip tie it to something. I don't want to drill holes in my frame, ideally. But I will have to use self-tappers to do the lights in the middle because there's no mounting place for it. So I'm gonna use 1-inch self-tappers, which should be plenty. So I'm gonna mount those after I start routing the wire. Actually, no, I'm gonna mount those, then I'll route the wires all together. I can actually use the lights that I mount as a zip tie point, because since they're mounted, it'll hold the wires up as well. But yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, so I kind of did a lot while you guys were gone. I got the engine bay all wired up, everything kind of organized to the best I could with what I have. I got the lights all up in there. You guys can probably see. So that's one wire goes along, next one, and then into the fender well or fender lining, and then to the lights. I did the same thing on the other side, and then I ran it up. And I tried to keep them all organized in there. I know it looks messy, but I don't have anything to like wrap it in, like a cord wrap or anything. Kind of like this white stuff right here. So, but yeah, I got the wires all cleaned up the best I can. What I'm gonna do now is put the wheels back on, make sure everything's good, lower it, torque the wheels, should be done. All right, so I just finished everything. I torqued everything back up. That's the look. It's pretty pimp, in my opinion. I like it. You probably won't be able to see it too well because it is not really dark out, but when it gets really dark, I'm gonna take another video and I'll upload that and show you guys. But yeah, that's basically me installing my cheap $50 Amazon rock lights. You can just look up rock lights on Amazon, 12-piece. They're all the same. Like, they all come from the same manufacturer. And yeah, there you go. I like it a lot. Thanks for watching. If you guys want more things about my car, wheels, like basically everything I've done so far, just let me know in the comments. But anyways, peace.